If you're watching this video on Saturday or Sunday, you have exactly 48 hours to prepare for what might be the most chaotic market opening we have seen in 5 years. While the Western world has been focused on the holidays and while the markets are closed for the weekend, a bomb just went off in the supply chain. We just received confirmation from Lima that the National Federation of Mining Workers of Peru has issued an official manifesto declaring a nationwide indefinite strike starting this Monday, December 22nd. This isn't a rumor. This is a signed order. Now, why should you panic? Because Peru isn't just a random country. It is the world's third largest silver producer. We are talking about 12% to 15% of the global supply going offline indefinitely, starting Monday morning. But here's the problem. The markets are closed. The algorithms can't sell. The banks can't hedge. The price is frozen until the bell rings on Monday. When that bell rings and the computers realize that the supply chain has been cut, we could see a gap up that leaves everyone on the sidelines behind. In this emergency update, I'm going to read you the strike demands, show you which massive silver mines are in the crosshairs, and explain why this Peru shock, combined with the Mexico tax, creates the perfect storm for $100 silver. The clock is ticking. Let's look at the data. Let's look at the source. This document was released late Friday night by the FNTMMSP. That's the National Federation of Mining Workers. Usually these strikes are small. They strike one mine for a pay raise. But this one is different. This is a macro-regional strike. They are calling for a complete shutdown of the southern mining corridor. Why? Because they are demanding a share of the windfall profits from the recent silver price explosion. They see silver hitting $64, and they see their wages staying flat. So, they are holding the metal hostage. The document explicitly uses the word indefinite. This is the scariest word in the commodity business. Indefinite means they have supplies, they have food, they have organization. They are prepared to siege the mines for weeks or even months until the government caves. This isn't a 24-hour protest. This is a blockade. To understand the damage, we have to look at where the strike is happening. The Federation is targeting the Central Andes Belt. This is home to some of the most important silver mines on Earth. First, look at Uchucchacua, owned by Buenaventura. This is a primary silver mine. It produces high-grade silver needed for refining. If the workers block the access roads to Uchucchacua, which they have threatened to do, that supply stops instantly. Second, look at Antamina. This is a massive copper-zinc mine, but it is also one of the world's largest byproduct silver producers. This is where the volume comes from. If Antamina goes offline, you lose millions of ounces of silver per month. The miners know exactly what they are doing. They aren't blocking the small artisanal mines. They are blocking the highways of wealth. They are blocking the concentrate trucks that carry the raw silver to the port of Callao for export to China and Switzerland. If the trucks stop, the ships leave empty. And if the ships leave empty, the refineries in Switzerland have nothing to melt. I want you to zoom out and look at the global picture. God does not deal in coincidences. Last week, we saw Mexico, the #1 producer, introduce a tax that kills mining investment. This week, we see Peru, the #3 producer, announce an indefinite strike. Do the math. Mexico produces roughly 24% of the world's silver. Peru produces roughly 14%. Combined, that is nearly 40% to 45% of the planet's new silver supply. And right now, this weekend, both of them are offline. Mexico is offline economically due to taxes. Peru is offline physically due to strikes. We are effectively decapitating the global supply chain. But demand? Demand hasn't stopped. Microsoft still needs silver for AI. India still needs silver for jewelry. We are entering Monday morning with a market that has 100% of the demand, but has suddenly lost 40% of the supply. This is the definition of a violent repricing event. The price cannot stay at $64 when 40% of the product is missing. Here is the situation. The big bullion dealers, JM Bullion, APMEX, SD Bullion, they usually hedge their inventory when the markets are open. But the markets are closed. They haven't repriced their premiums yet. They are still selling silver based on Friday's closing price of $64. They don't know, or they haven't reacted to, the magnitude of this Peru strike yet. This creates a temporary window of opportunity for you. This weekend might be the last time you can buy silver at pre-strike prices. When the Asian markets open on Sunday night and the London markets open on Monday morning, the news will spread. Traders will panic. We could see silver gap up to $68 or $70 in the first hour of trading. If that happens, the online dealers will pull their inventory or jack up their premiums instantly. I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy reading the news from Peru. But if I didn't have a position, I would not want to be sitting in cash on Monday morning. The risk is to the upside. The supply chain is breaking in real time. I will be up all night Sunday watching the Asian Open. If the gap up happens, I will post a screenshot on the community tab. But for now, you have the intel. You know what is coming. Prepare yourself. I'll see you on the other side.